Okay, guys, welcome to our Sunday Adoga. We're going to start cross-legged by focusing on some breath work to get us going. So I want you guys to close down your eyes. If you can already consciously channel the breath into the rib cage, just put the hands wherever. Otherwise, if you feel like you need that little bit of a sensory sort of cue, is feel on your rib cage so that when you're breathing in through your nose, the rib cage expands outwards. And we're just going to run through a couple of minutes of this, of you just focusing on nice, big, deep breaths in through the nose, expanding the rib cage, and then letting it all out however you want, however you can through your nose or your mouth. So away we go, in through the nose. Hold it for a few seconds and then let it all out. In through the nose. Expand that rib cage. Back out. As you start to breathe in here, think about the breath. Think about the air going in through the nose, all the way down, filling up the lungs. Try and take away any tension you're holding in your shoulders, your neck, your ears, your forehead. Breathe into those areas, and every breath out, try and relax. Try and release that tension. Want to be soft. Let the hips relax. Let the knees relax. Let the ankles relax. Keep taking that big, deep breath in. Expand at the rib cage. Start to think one thing positive about your day today. What you can focus on to fill your mind. Big, deep breath in, thinking about it. Keeping your eyes shut. Start to give yourself a little bit of a smile. It might feel weird, but it'll also make you feel good. Take 2 more final big deep breaths in. One more. Give the neck a couple of rolls one way, back the other way. Right hand's going to place down on the side next to you. You can keep your eyes shut still. And you're just going to take a big deep breath in and lean all the way over to that right side. Bringing that hand across as far as you can, opening up all through the side. And then come back to the center and change sides. So we start to move through this movement. Do whatever feels good for you today. Don't think it has to look or be a certain way. Just focus on moving from side to side, easing the body into feeling good, opening up each side. What's important is that we breathe with the movement. Good work. Keep moving through. 20 seconds. Notice if you can increase the range on the reach across. Notice if you can just stretch out through that side a little bit more. All right, so now what we're going to do, we're going to start to change. So we're just going to try and twist around. And then back the other way. So using that hand at the back to just help you hinge that little bit further around, so that rotation. You might hold the hand on the neck. Same thing, breathe into it. Keep breathing. 30 seconds. Make it feel good. Give yourself a little rinse out. Like a wet wash up. We're trying to rinse out that tension, rinse out that tightness. Coming back to the center, we're going to unfold the legs. We're just going to throw knees together and we're just going to sit back onto our heels and then just reach it forward. Coming down, lengthening out as much as you can. Sitting the bum right back and just taking really big deep breaths still into that rib cage area. Every exhale, see if you can go a little bigger, a little deeper with the breath. Take 2 more breaths in that position. Good. Nice. And then slowly coming back up. We're going to turn down onto our backs here. So we're going to go knees are to the side so they're in line with the hips. And then this is the position it should look like as if you're laying on your side like that. I'm going to move back a bit just so you can see. So hips, knees and feet, and then arms are just like this. That top arm there is then going to create a circle. So we want to come all the way around and then to the other side. We're getting a nice stretch all through that midsection of the body. If you're holding a little bit of tension in the hips, you'll feel it, the lower back, the shoulder, and then we come back to the start. So you're going all the way around, reaching as far as you can. And we go to that side face. And come back all the way around to the start. Good. Keep working through it. We've got another 20 seconds. Just doesn't matter how many you get, we just focus on full range. Try and move as wide as we can, opening up the body. Now, still maintaining that same position. The top leg is just going to then kick out straight. So the only change is top leg is straight, and we repeat. That's it, and all the way back around. Nice, guys. Notice if you're breathing in that position. I want you to do 3 more of your widest circles now. Good. Nice, guys. Make it feel good. And then I'm going to get you to change sides. Nice work. Knees, arms, body position set up. There we go again. All the way around. That's it. Good. Nice. Same thing. Focus on your breath with the movement. Nice. Do 1 more on that side and then go that top leg out nice and long. So 2 more on that side. Good, guys. Awesome. Once you're done rolling over to your tummy, put your hand up if that feels good. It's quite nice, eh? Awesome. So what we're going to do here is we're going to set ourselves up. We're going to try and switch on and just activate all the muscles through the back of the body. So how we're going to do that? We're going to go arms out to the side. The feet are going to be above the knees. So I want you to imagine you're a skydiver, and then you've just jumped out of the plane, and the wind's in your face, and then you're up. You're trying to lift, good. So what I want you to focus on is I want you to try and come into as much hip extension. So I'm not too concerned about the amount of back extension. I want to focus on hip extension. So let's try and bring the chest up, but really focus on bringing those knees up, okay? So we want to try and come thighs off the ground, body off the ground, and we're going 1. Keep the knees or the feet in the same position. 2. So the feet stay where they are. 3, and we're just working through that. We're really trying to go into hip extension so we can maximize our glute activation, our butt cheeks, okay? And then our arms are squeezing our shoulder blades together more so than coming up off the ground. That's it. Good, keep it going, up and down. We're gonna work through this for another 30 seconds. So your cues are shoulder blades squeeze together, lifting the thighs off the ground as much as we can and squeezing those butt cheeks together, using those glutes. Breathe with it, keep it going. Nice, keep it moving. 20 seconds. Nice, it should be a fair bit of tension building now. Pull those shoulder blades back and down the body. Drive those thighs off the ground. Squeeze those butt cheeks. Keep it going. 3, 2, 1. Nice. Roll over to your back and just as a sort of rebound out of that, knock the knees from side to side. Focus on your breath. Try and relax all those muscles that you just made work for that whole minute. Let's get ready again. We're going back into our skydive position. Now we know exactly what we need to do, so we're going to do 1 more minute of this, but I want full focus on that whole minute, okay? Ready? 3, 2, 1, away we go. Shoulder blades, thighs, butt cheeks, make those glutes work. We're trying to come up into that extension. Good. Lift those legs up. Carry, good. If those legs, yep, thighs up as much. Focus on more of the thighs lifting. Good. Awesome. So squeeze the shoulder blades, lift the thighs. Keep it going. Keep it working. Nice. 10 seconds left of work. I want you to see if you can hold it in that full skydive position now. Full extension. Hold it, hold it, hold it. Squeeze the butt cheeks, lift the thighs. 5. Squeeze the shoulder blades. 4. Let's go. Lift the thighs. 3. Little bit more for 2. And for 1. Nice. Relax. Great work. Now, if you want to take the windscreen wipers a little bit more intensely, you might go the feet or the legs together, and then we come from side to side. Still, open up. Be a bit warmer now. We're switching on the core, going across. Keep it going for another sort of 15 seconds. Awesome. And then have a little rest. Go, guys, on that one, grab yourself a drink if you'd like one. Our next exercise, I'm going to run you through it and then we'll work on each side for roughly 45 seconds. So to break it down first, we're going to be in a position of a push-up, okay? So knees or feet, whatever you do your push-ups on, it doesn't matter. But how it's going to work, it's a sequence, it's more a bit of a flow push-up, okay? So we come back to like a down dog, except we're just pushing our hips back, trying to rinse it out. As we're coming back into tabletop, the left or right leg, whichever one we're on, will come forward towards the hand. Then what we do, we're trying to lift that foot up and then bring it around as wide and as high as we can. Push up, foot down, downward dog. So foot forward, lift up, hip circle, push up, downward dog. Okay? So let's just start on our left side so that we're all on the same page and then we can do some sets of alternating. Okay, so let's all take that position for me in that tabletop. Then we push back into down dog. Okay, good. Rinse it out. Then as you push forward to come into a tabletop, that left leg will come forward up with the left hand. Good. Then we try and lift our left foot off the ground in where it is, hold it up, and then push it out as far to the side and then all the way around before placing it down, go into a push-up. And as you push up, then you'll come back into down dog. Good. Nice. And then we push forward. Left leg come up to the left hand or right, whatever you want to do, alternate. Yep. Good. And then we lift, hip circle, push up, down dog. Come forward, left foot, round, push up, come back, down dog. Nice work. I want you to start to work through it now. We know the sequence. We're going to keep running you through it for one more, and then we're going to work through it for 2 minutes. Okay? So foot forward, lift that foot up, make those hip muscles work all the way around, push up, back to down dog. Awesome. Good. Now I just want you to alternate between both sides. Let's go. Moving through it. Nice. Good. So lift that foot up. Try and bring it as wide first as you can. Nice. Awesome. Good work, Janine. Looking at that hip range. Good work. Keep pushing through it. Rinse it out. Spend a couple of seconds in down dog if it feels good. Walk the calves out, walk the feet out. Then push forward and go again. The more sometimes we slow it down, the more range and more movement, the more room we can find. And then, yeah, change it up. Stiffen that leg right up. Go carry. Lift that right leg out and around, all the way back. Pushing up and then push back into down dog. Good. Slow it down. Couple to go. About 30 seconds left. Keep working through it. Let's keep it going. 15 seconds, I reckon go two more, one more on each side. That is, one more on each side. See how much range you can find. Nice, so nice, Janine. Awesome carry. And rest after that second one. Great work. Awesome. Grab a drink, and once you finish grabbing a drink, you're going to place it next to your leg like mine. And now we're going to go into some leg lifts. So we start to work the lower abdominals and the hip flexors now. Activate them all before we do some stretching at the end and some rolling and triggers. So what we want to try and do here, we want to try to stay up nice and tall. You can use the hands for assistance to start with if you need to. The main thing here is I want you to keep your legs locked out. So you want to keep your knees locked and your legs straight. So you're flexing at the quads, at the thighs the whole time. What we're going to do is start with is just up and over with single legs at a time. And then as you start to warm up, single legs with no hands. And then as it starts to feel better, we're going to go double legs, no hands. Okay, just start to work through it to start with. Just go hands, but really focus on the activation of the quadricep, or the thigh, should I say. Up and over. Yeah, so we want to keep our legs nice and straight. Now, we don't want to just get the leg over and drop. I want you to actually take your time. So we lift, up, and then lower with control. Good. Good. Awesome. Now start to take the hands away. Good. And then if that's really still quite simple and easy for you, then start to go into the double leg lift. Same thing, take your time. Good. Awesome. Imagine you're squeezing, if you want it to be that little bit more challenging, imagine you're squeezing a ball between your heels so that you keep your feet together and you keep the legs long. Yep, awesome. Good. Good work. I want you to keep working through it so that you find that point that the legs and the hips and everything starts to fatigue a little bit. Okay, so we want to find that 7 or 8 out of 10 RPE. We want to find where you want to sort of stop, but you can do a few more and then stop, okay? Good. That's it. Keep it going. Good. Now start to check in with your body. How much you're leaning back, how much you're bending at the spine or flexing at the spine. See if you can keep your body up nice and tall. Good. Awesome. Nice. 3, 2, and have a well done. We're going to go back over to our front and we're going to be doing 30 seconds or 60 seconds as such on our push-up hip circle, okay? So let's get ready to rumble. We're in our 4-point position. We push back into down dog. Left leg comes forward as far forward as you can. Stretch those hips out. Then we circle around, push up, downward dog. Let's go. Alternating between both sides, 60 seconds of this. Good. Awesome. Here we go. 20 seconds to go. So one more on each side. And rest. Well done. We're straight over onto our seated position. Bottle can either be in between the feet, just like that. And all we're going to be doing from this one now, instead of going from side to side, we're going to come up as high as you can bring it. So legs locked, as high as you can bring it. And I'm just going to get you to run through that for 45 seconds. So we're going to create a fair bit of heat through this area here of the body. Righto, hanging in there, and then we're doing some long stretches, okay? Some more active stretches. Ready? 3, 2, 1, let's go. Good. Awesome. Squeezing that ball together. Good work. Keep it going. Nice, Soph. Good. Nice. Work on that range. Bring it up. Almost like you're trying to close the gap between the upper body and the lower body. Nice, Soph. Good work. Good finding those extremes, finding those endpoints. 15 seconds. So let's go. See if you can fold right up and then control it on the way back down. Control it. Go. 3, 2, get one more in. Nice. Awesome. Great work. We're going to come straight into a dragon lunge. So I'm just going to use my rollers so I can come down onto it over time. So we got one knee back. We're in a big sort of a low lunge, but then we want to have that foot nice and wide so we can come in between that front foot. Now, everyone's range here will be different. I'm quite tight through the front of the hips. So I'm going to start on my hands, breathe into it for a bit, and then I'm going to come down and be both elbows on that roll up. So I'm going to hold this each side for 2 minutes. Now, what can help too is you'll notice I'm doing some pulses just to open up through the front of the hip to start with. If you've been doing a lot of running or sitting, you'll notice that you're pretty tight through these areas. So just pulse through it. And then as you start to feel more comfortable, then find a position you can settle in for at least 60 seconds. That's it. Nice. That's it. And then coming down and trying to just maintain that position. Even like pushing that knee that's out at the front, out to the side a bit more, open up through the hip. That's it. Nice, you might roll to the side of the foot. Nice work. Now breathe. Breathe, breathe, breathe. There's going to be a point in the next sort of 10 to 20 seconds where you want to come out of this position. I want you to breathe through that. Nice. Keep it going. 25 more seconds. Let's hang in there. Let's try and focus on 3 breaths. So in through the nose. Let the body know it's okay to feel that weird discomfort right now. Being in a position that's a bit more vulnerable than a normal standing or sitting position. Nearly there. Keep it going, guys. 2 more big, slow breaths for me. And 3, slowly come out of that, nice and slow. And just lay down on your front. And just lay flat for a second, breathe it into the belly. Nice, couple of reset breaths. When you feel ready to slowly start to push yourself up. Good, and then the other foot forward. So just take your time and just pulsing into it to start with. One side might feel a little bit different to the other. So don't attach any emotion to having to be in exactly the same position as you were before. You probably won't be. Okay, work. Stretching it out, making sure you're in a position that you can still breathe. Because if you're in a position where you can't, you're not really going to see much change. That's it. Roll that foot out a bit, that knee out, pushing it out, open up the hip, and then find a position that feels comfy for you to then just sit in for a bit and focus on some breath. I want you to do 5 more breath cycles. Into the nose, out through the mouth. 2 more. Slowly coming out of that when you feel like you've done the last breath, and then laying down in your front. Sure, Maxie. Take 2 more breaths in that position. Feel ready, coming on up. So go the legs nice and wide now, sitting up. We're just going to hit the adductors and the hamstrings, so the inner thighs and the hamstrings now. A little bit through the trunk as well. But what we want to do here, we're going to take a big deep breath in, shoot the arms up nice and high. On the exhale, we're coming down to our right foot or ankle or knee, lifting back up. We're just going to dynamically move through this, finding that end point for you, breathing in and breathing out. Spend a couple of seconds on each side, and then back up, back down. That's it. Nice. Keep it working through it. Just keep it going. Another 25 seconds. I reckon another 2 reps on each side. 2 breaths on each side. Nice, guys. Really good range. Awesome. Stuff. Great work. Shake it out a little bit. And we're going to grab our rollers now. If you don't have a roller carry, just roll up a towel or 2 towels, just so we can have something. Now, what we're going to do today, we're literally just going to hold the position for about 2 minutes with a breath. We're going to run it. Imagine this roller is behind me. So we're going to place it through on the spine, through the middle of the back, and then all we're going to do is lay back onto it. If you can, try and hang the head down, and then knees fall out and the soles of the feet together. We're literally just going to be maintaining this position here and breathing. That's it. That's it, guys. Good work. I want you to close down your eyes and breathe into all the points of where the roller is connecting to the body and to the spine. I want you to breathe into those areas and let them relax. I want to let the knees relax, the hips relax, the torso, the trunk, the abdominals, your belly, shoulders. Just breathing into it. Every exhale, get a little bit softer and softer. That's it. I want you to take 5 more big breath cycles. Slowly relax off each one. 2 more. Good. As you find your last breath, slowly bring the knees in together first. Good. And then sort of lift up enough to be able to then remove the roller. And then I just want you to go your knees from side to side. Doesn't have to be much either. You might even just go little tiny flutters of the knees. So let those muscles all rebound. Then, once you've done that, we're just going to literally place the roller the opposite way, underneath the shoulder blades or through that midsection of the body. And then we're just going to come all the way over. Make it feel good. And then whilst you're in that extension, I want you to just do some arm circles out and around. Stretch it right out. Really nice. Let's do 2 more. Nice. And when you've done that, slowly lift the upper body up over the roller and move the roller out. And just stay on the ground for 2 seconds, just to 2, 10, 20 seconds, just to rebound. Little flutters of the knees as well. As you feel good, slowly make your way up to seated. I'm going to do something a little bit different at the end of today for the last couple of minutes. I want you to think of something that you can repeat in your head that will give you a positive, what do they call it, mantra or positive affirmation, so that you can just take that into your day to day and hopefully take it into your week. So if you could tell yourself one thing, I want you to tell yourself that in your head, and something that promotes positivity, that promotes drive, motivation, anything that you know that will add value to all the decisions that you have to make this week. And the more you can fill your mind with that, I assure you, the more that will reflect the outcomes of your week as well. Okay, and it's such a good time to do it on a Sunday morning and just dedicated 50 minutes, 45 minutes to your own physical and mental health. Now let's really put the icing on the cake and think about how we can utilize this last 50 minutes with that positive energy and into the week. So close down the eyes, focus on your breath. Start to think about that one comment, that statement, the word. I am strong, I am powerful, I am driven, I am calm, I am committed, I am happy, I am inspiring. Whatever it might be, think of those things, because as much as it sounds, a bit woo-woo, a bit funky, it works. The more we think about positive things, the better we usually, our results are. A big deep breath in, keep it going. 3 more big deep breaths in. Give yourself a big cheesy smile. Well done, Tan. Awesome. Have the best Sunday. Enjoy. Get out there. Stop the recording.